Hello everyone, welcome to the next video of blockchain, that is smart contract. Hi, I am Yogini, professor from Computer Science Department, Satana College. In previous lecture we see introduction to the blockchain and how blockchain works. In this lecture we will see why smart contracts are necessary, what is a smart contracts, what is the solidity for smart contract, blockchain implementation of smart contract, and one of the example of smart contract. So what is actually the smart contract? First of all, we should see what is a traditional contract is or how traditional contracts are executed. This figure clearly shows how traditional contracts are executed. There are two parties necessary for executing a transaction or executing the contract. Contract is a written contract on a paper. Both the parties can sign that contract in presence of third party. Third party may be lawyer, court, or other authorized person necessary to make the contract legal, and after that the contract is going to be executed. But in case of the smart contract, how this process is executed? See, in case of smart contracts also there is two parties. They can sign one digital contract. In that contract, both the parties can assign their or both the parties can give their signs through the digital signature method. So there is no need of third party and the transaction is going to be executed. Okay, this is the difference between traditional and smart contract method. That difference we will see on the basis of some terminologies, that is third party. In case of traditional contract, third party is necessary. Third party is, for example, government, lawyer, or any authorized person, etc., etc. Smart contracts, there is no need of any third party. Execution time of traditional contract is minimum 1 to 8 days. In case of smart contracts, it is within a second or within a minute can be happened. Evaluation time for transaction contract is a more as compared to the smart contract, because evaluation of transaction contract is a manual process and evaluation of smart contract is an automatic process. Transparency provided by the traditional contract is totally unavailable. In case of smart contract, transparency is available. When we talk about the security of the contract, traditional contract can provide a limited security. In case of the smart contracts, security is high, because for the security, cryptographical security methods are used. And we talk about the cost of the contract. In case of the traditional contract, cost is more or they are expensive, because for making your contract legal you have to pay some government fees. If a lawyer is involved, then we have to pay the fees for lawyer and etc., and etc. So in case of traditional contract, cost is expensive for the contract approver. In case of the smart contract, cost is very cheap, because only the data processing rate is required over there. So what is actually the smart contract? So how we define a smart contract? Smart contract is a self-executing contract that contains computer code that controls the term of a transaction between two or more parties. Okay, smart contracts are designed to be fully automated and self-enforcing, meaning that they are able to execute themselves without the need of third party. This allows the smart contract to be used in a wide range of applications such as financial transaction, asset management, data sharing, money transfer, or any digital data transfer. There are two types of smart contracts: deterministic smart contract and non-deterministic smart contract. What is mean by the deterministic smart contract is, deterministic smart contract means uh, um, the contract which has sufficient information to be make the decision to evaluate the contract. One of the best example is a lottery process. Lot of online lottery systems are available. how that processes can be executed. The funds are held on the blockchain network, and random numbers are also generated by the smart contract code. At the end of the lottery, the funds are transferred the winner account via his or her address on the blockchain network. As simple as it is. But in case of the non-deterministic smart contract, the contracts what we say does not have sufficient information to make the decision. In that case, for making the decision, third party is necessary. In case of the computer system or computer science domain is your oracle. The example for non-deterministic smart contract is a if you have to make the renewal of driving license, then for execution of that contract you need third party necessarily. Okay, so this is the two types of smart contract. What is actually the transaction execution in a smart contract? See, in this figure I will explain you how the smart contracts are executed. In first of all, the parties agree on the contract. Both the parties should be agreed on the contract. Then the contract defines a set of rules. For defining that set of rules, use any one coding language, that is what we Solidity language is the most popular language which is used to write such type of rules in a contract or rules for the contract. That is called as a Solidity of smart contract. Then the program is stored in the nodes of blockchain. After that, the nodes of blockchains will execute the program of smart contract, and that contract is going to be finalized. This is the way the smart contracts are evaluated. So what are the actually goals of smart contract? Let's see. The first goal is removal of manual interaction and oversight. For example, legal consoles, reduction in associated legal cost, fees and processes. It means process time. The speed of contract creation and execution is fast. That is the most important goal of smart contract. Then the next is automated transfer of funds via computer recognizable or definable events. Okay. And last is flexibility in the contract, which will not provide by the traditional system. Okay. These are the goals of smart contract. This is one of the example of smart contract, that is EVM voting machine. Nowadays all of we are use EVM voting machine for the election voting process. Let's see the figure, or let's see the process carefully, how work is done in that voting machine. See the process one by one. Okay, so this is actually the example of voting process, or best example of blockchain, the smart contract, with the blockchain. Okay, I think by that discussion you understand the basic concept of smart contract. So you have to solve one assignment on a smart contract, that is what is smart contract. You have to write what is smart contract and describe its working. Okay, so what are the remaining terms of smart contract? What are the applications are available to implement the deterministic as well as non-deterministic smart contract? So in our next lecture we will study a Ethereum virtual machine. In it, Ether and gas are the applications or the nodes used to process the smart contract, as well as for decentralized or deterministic smart contract, DApp is used. So we will talk about the DApp also. Okay, so these are some references, and this is all about the smart contract. Thank you for attending the lecture. Goodbye.